I can tell you that the turning point for many of us comes when we get this sudden realization. And for me, what that revelation was that my bank account is never going to reflect the abundance that I desired until I actually believed that I was worthy of that abundance. And that's when I started doing the work, digging into my limiting beliefs, rewriting my money story that I had continued to tell myself, and learning how to truly love all of myself without a single condition. And trust me, it was not easy, and it was completely necessary. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Power in the Pause podcast. How are you guys doing today? I'm so excited that you have decided to tune into today's episode because today's episode is a personal one for me. And that is because it is about one of my own journeys that I know quite intimately. And that was all around how I have come to learn how to love myself unapologetically and how that inner shift directly impacts your net worth. I've lived this. I've coached countless women through this. And trust me, your self-worth is the foundation for everything, your income, your energy, your relationships, your opportunities. And so in today's episode, we're going to get real about why self-love isn't just a personal growth buzzword, my friends. It is the key to unlocking the financial freedom you desire and attracting the clients and opportunities that light you up. So let's dive in, shall we? So let me take you back a couple of years, more like 7 years. After my divorce was completed, I felt like the rug of my life looked very different. I was at a place where after decades of seeking external validation, whether that was from my ex, my family, my corporate career, my achievements, I never really knew how to truly value myself. And it showed up in every aspect of my life. You see, I started my entrepreneurial coaching business back then, and I thought that it came from over delivering to my clients, working a lot, bending over backwards for clients and for people who I don't know that necessarily respected my boundaries. And it was because deep down, I didn't feel worthy of charging my value or creating boundaries or limits. And you know what that led to? Guess what it led to? Burnout, resentment, and staying stuck. And I would go in and out of these mindsets that were rooted in scarcity. And I see this all the time with my clients as well. One woman I worked with was terrified to raise her prices, even though her services were truly life-changing. She'd second guess herself every time that she made an offer. She was undercharging, over-delivering, and it was completely draining her, not just emotionally, but also financially. And so her business felt more like a burden or a hobby than it truly was an income-generating gift. So how many of you can relate to that? And I can tell you that the turning point for many of us comes when we get this sudden realization, okay? And for me, what that revelation was that my bank account is never going to reflect the abundance that I desired until I actually believed that I was worthy of that abundance. And that's when I started doing the work, digging into my limiting beliefs, rewriting my money story that I had continued to tell myself, and learning how to truly love all of myself without a single condition. And trust me, it was not easy, and it was completely necessary. And so when I crossed over that line and started loving myself unapologetically, everything changed. And that same client had the same breakthrough. You see, when we started working together, I helped her to see that her low prices and her lack of boundaries weren't serving her clients. What she was actually doing was she was enabling them. And so when she finally raised her rates, she set very clear boundaries. She started attracting clients who actually valued her work. And within months, her revenue doubled. And more importantly, she felt free. So here's the deal, okay? Your business is an energetic extension of you. So if you don't value yourself, neither will your client. If you're doubting your worth, you're going to attract clients who question it too. I have another client who felt stuck in that same cycle. She was in a people-pleasing pricing cycle. She was afraid to raise her rates because she thought it would scare people away. But when she started practicing my unapologetic trust method in her ability to love herself, which incorporated setting boundaries, owning her expertise, prioritizing her energy, everything shifted. And so she went from chasing low-ticket clients to signing her first 5-figure contract. And here's the thing, it wasn't just about the money. She started showing up differently in her business. She trusted herself, and that confidence that she was exuding became magnetic. And her clients felt it, and they were willing to invest in themselves and pay her for it. So I'm sure you're wondering, okay, Wendy, this is great. What do I do? How do I start? So I want to share the 3 steps with you that I have shared with my clients that you can start doing today. Number 1, you can start rewriting your money story. Okay. Take a look at what it is that you believe about your worth. What is it that you're telling yourself about people that you think won't pay you what you're worth? That you need to over deliver to justify your prices. Those are the stories that you're going to want to start rewriting. And it just so happens that I taught a masterclass all about this. So you can find that link in the show notes if you want to go rewrite your money story starting today. Number 2 is to set non-negotiable boundaries. So decide what you will and won't tolerate in your business. It could be as simple as just saying no. No is a complete sentence. No to last-minute client requests. Or maybe setting non-negotiable boundaries means raising your rates. Boundaries, my friend, are an act of self-love. They protect your energy so that you can show up in your highest and best for your clients. And number 3, this is one that I still struggle with, you guys, and I make it a priority for myself every single day. And that is to celebrate your wins. Big or small, every step you take towards valuing yourself is absolutely worth celebrating. The more you recognize your progress, the more you're going to reinforce the belief that you are worthy and deserving of abundance. Now, I know that this isn't necessarily super easy when you start, okay? When I first raised my prices, I was terrified, okay? I thought, like, what is going to happen? No one's going to pay me this. What if I lose clients, right? But here's what I learned. The right clients are going to respect you more when you start respecting yourself. I'm sure that this other emotion is creeping in right now, and we're going to call it guilt, right? As women, we're conditioned to put everybody else first. But the truth is, when you love yourself unapologetically, you're not just doing it for you. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your clients and every single person you serve. You can't pour from an empty cup. Self-love is what is going to fill your cup. Let me wrap today by saying that your net worth starts with your self-worth. And the moment that you decide to love yourself unapologetically, you're not just reclaiming your value. You're creating a ripple effect that transforms your business, your life, and your relationships. So if you're somebody who's ready to take that next step, I want to invite you to join me in my February Masterclass, where we are going to dive deeper into how it is that you can start loving and trusting yourself unapologetically so that you can start increasing your net worth and stepping into and claiming your true worth. Every single attendee who signs up also gets a free 20-minute one-to-one post masterclass clarity call with me so that we can put everything into motion for you so that you can get started in claiming your net worth. You deserve this. You do not have to do it by yourself. So I invite you to step into, to cross the line and start trusting yourself unapologetically and watch the magic start to unfold. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. I know that you are going to create the most incredible life and business for yourself. You know that with every single one of these episodes, my goal is to inspire you to find your own power in the pause. So hopefully today's episode got you one step closer to being able to do that. Thank you all so much for tuning in, sending you so much love, light, and joy always. And don't forget to sign up for my February class. Link is in the show notes. Can't wait to see you there. Mwah. Bye, everybody.